helped us kind of figure out some accolades to give to these students who've been working really hard. I'm going to give us 1 second, please, let me figure out how we're going to announce this, because I don't want to talk as much. Because I'm slightly awkward.
All right, good evening, everyone. How y'all doing? Isn't it awesome to be here? It's great, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm talking about a student here who came to our program, probably been a little scared to be in our program, might have been a little overwhelmed at first, and has just grown quite a bit as a musician, as a person, as a leader, even at a young age. I've had conversations with their peers and how they've seen, and they've talked about the struggle, just trying to find their place in our band program. And just knowing that just a couple little, words of encouragement, some master classes and different things have brought them to the light to be as strong as they are now. This person is going to be receiving the Most Improved Underclassmen Win Player Award for displaying the highest level of growth, and I'm proud to present this award to Thiago Costa-Suarez. Yeah, you want to come over here? Just wait, thank you. Same idea. Some of the challenges in a growing musician is how do I get better? How do I know if I'm going to be good enough? And really, the thing I'm learning as a first-year high school teacher is part of my job isn't just teaching; it's also coaching and mentoring and just loving the students for who they are, and not worrying about their past and believing in what they can really do. And so this award is for Most Improved Upperclassmen Win Player. And I'm really happy to present this to Gabriel.
Both those musicians have Most Improved. Both got into All County this year, and at the beginning we weren't quite sure, but they had put so much work in to get to that level. So now we're going to go ahead and jump over into percussion.
So this is a hard award to pick because percussion, I just have the joy of getting to do a dream job. Not a lot of places have a solely director of percussion. So in the 4 years that I've been at Olympia, there has been tremendous growth. And this year particularly, there's just been off the charts growth from a lot of musicians. So this was very, very difficult to pick which student I would have as the most improved underclassman and upperclassman. This person came to me having taken a year off of band and wasn't really sure whether or not they wanted to do band again, and put one toe in the water, and he's demonstrated a remarkable amount of growth, and unfortunately can't be here tonight. And I want to give this award for Most Improved Underclassman to Daniel Garces. This next award is for the Most Improved Upperclassman Percussionist. It has been a long time since Olympia has been represented at State Solo Ensemble, and this person had just come to me wanting to get better at mallets. And as a percussionist, we not only great drummers, we're great mallet players too. We have to do everything. And this person came to me with a piece right before solo ensemble and said, hey, I want to get better at mallets, can I do this piece? I wasn't really sure if I wanted to say yes. This person demonstrated an immense amount of growth and just incredible musicianship, and her mallet playing is just absolutely off the charts, and I'm so proud of how much she's grown. And in addition to running sectionals, she's quite literally running at track tonight, so she couldn't be here with us as well. I want you to give a round of applause to Maya Abraham.
Okay, we have two more most improved. The next one goes to most improved jazz musician. This student I've seen grow in the past 3 years, put a tremendous amount of work in to become quite a fantastic bass trombone player in the jazz. And that's, I already gave it away. See, I'm sorry. I gave it away too soon. This most amazing, fantastic bass bone player I've heard in quite some time. And I sat there at Jazz MPA. I don't know if you've seen the video of me dancing, but a lot of the dancing at Jazz MPA was because this young individual who's just improved so much was really laying it down on the bass trombone. So most improved jazz musician goes to Brendan Diffenday. Our next one is most improved guard performer. Okay, so we sat down with Mr. Fajardo and we talked about, we hashed out, figured out which performer from the beginning of the season to the very end had the most level of improvement. This includes the fall and the spring, and we all agree that we saw this young lady really just develop amazingly as a performer in guard, and we're going to give the most improved guard performer to Madeline Brown. It's fine. No, it's fine now. I can't take it. Okay.
And Mr. Pickett was talking about having to pick the microphone up. I have to put it down because short director. I was able to make him the second tallest director when I joined him. So, we're going to move on to the most outstanding Underclassman Percussionist Award, which again, it's such a tough thing to pick when you have such ridiculous talent in your section, and not just talent, because I think sometimes talent is overrated, but hard work and incredible work ethic, and students that will come in and practice during lunch, after school, sometimes for hours until you really want to just go home. But it's just a joy to just be able to have that problem. And the culture has changed in the percussion section, and I'm so happy to see the level of great things that have been happening. This particular musician had only been playing mallets for a few months before they came up to me and said, hey, I really want to take a 4-mallet solo to solo ensemble. And in most circumstances, I would say that was absolutely nuts. But this person pulled it off and was able to receive a superior at districts. And not only that, but jumped into the marching band show pretty late and just learned the entire book and just did such a phenomenal job just growing as a musician. Unfortunately, this person cannot also be here tonight. This award goes to Will Edwards. Most outstanding upperclassman percussionist is going to go to someone that just really worked super hard this year, has been a fantastic leader, has done incredible things for the percussion section. If I need a really hard part covered, I know that this person is going to jump at the opportunity to play the part. Also participated in All County, which we had not been represented in All County in quite some time, and made one of the harder groups to make for percussion, the 11th and 12th grade All County band, and just did a great job. I might add that this person almost didn't do band, but they realized that was not a great choice, so they decided to come back, and they came back swinging and did a fantastic job. This award goes to Jacob Gallagher. So we've got two more awards. That this award was kind of an award that Mr. Cunningham and I talked about right when we were about to have this last banquet before everything kind of got closed down due to COVID. If you don't know who Paul and Sandy Reddick are, they're on staff at the really, really amazing Santa Clara Vanguard. Sandy and Paul Reddick are just incredible musicians. Dedicated to this award, particularly dedicated to the marching arts. This goes to the Sandy Reddick Award, who is the caption head for Santa Clara, is an incredible front ensemble person. And this award goes to outstanding service to the front ensemble section, to someone that actually isn't their main instrument, but did an incredible job being a section leader and just a performer that was always around and just absolutely crushed it. This award goes to Sophia Wright. Paul Reddick, who writes and arranges battery for Santa Clara Vanguard, is an incredible battery writer, probably one of the best around today. And this award goes to someone that was the glue of the battery this year, and really, really, we're gonna miss them a lot. And they just did incredible things for the percussion, and was a additional leadership person that they didn't have a title. They were there helping to ensure that the drumline was successful all the time. And is just outstandingly dedicated, and they made a choice 3 years ago to switch from guitar to percussion. I think that was probably the best decision they could have ever made. This award goes to Logan Neely.
Next award is, the big one is most outstanding Underclassman. I can read. Thank you. This person is probably one of the most consistently positive but mellow individuals that I know. Any class that I have with them, they listen, they're attentive, they show up on time, they play a mean, wonderful brass instrument. That's my clue, it's a hint. And just good people. I try to play alongside of them every once in a while, and I just keep reminding myself I need to practice the trumpet a lot more.
Not me though.
Second hint. And actually it was really great to see the support that this individual has around the community, as well as our last concert they had. Just a big group of his former friends that showed up from a different school that came to support him, and just shows how incredible this musician is and how they're going to continue to grow and make this band program really awesome in a couple of years. This award for most outstanding underclassmen goes to Max. Wow, okay, now we get to go on to the Guard Performer of the Year. Mr. Pickett and I have been talking about this for many weeks, Mr. Pickett and Mr. Fajardo, and it's great to have been a part of the Guard's indoor season this year and seeing all the characters and really getting to know these wonderful, wonderful humans in the Guard. I love y'all. You guys are great. You're awesome. You say wow a lot. Wow, okay. Y'all are something different, but it's great. For this one, for the Guard Performer of the Year, was really tough to pick because there's so many wonderful Guard performers. You guys are willing to learn, you're willing to listen to criticism, and you've gone through a hard year of different director changes, and this person just sticks out a little bit above the rest. So in honor of outstanding performance in the Guard, we present this to Maria.
Take a picture of this. So the next one, it actually is a tie. It's the Titan Band Scholar Award, and this goes to our highest GPA in the band, and it's a tie this year. With a GPA, I looked at this on Friday, a 5.197. I'm not going to tell you how much higher that was than my GPA, but I didn't take all the AP classes these kids do because it's not 2 points higher. Give me one more credit than that. Okay, sorry, I want to take away the moment. So this is actually two people who tied here, and it is Kong Ho and Thomas Ho. We have 4 more awards here. We have the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, the John Philip Sousa Band Award, the Gilmore Award, and then we have the Section of the Year.
Oh, and then we have more dancing and possible show announcements. Woo!
So, 4 years ago, this student walked into the band room, and he was a little clumsy. Let's put it there. And the student has just grown to be such a fantastic jazz musician. I'm in awe of the amount of improvement I've seen from this student and the amount of musicianship that I've witnessed this year as being the director in the Jazz One. And he's off to do some really great things. And the one thing I hope he does better is to not drop his tenor saxophone. Mr. Cunningham is having a moment right now. You didn't even see it, but he's having a moment. He's remembering that. Louis Armstrong is recognition of outstanding achievements in the field of jazz to demonstrate through superior musicianship, character, and individual creativity. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is hereby presented to Dylan Johnson. He better not drop it, no. Everyone at Florida State University will judge him forever if he drops that saxophone. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. I'm going to tell you that the hardest part of my job tonight and of the director's job this night is deciding who gets these awards. We have so many extremely talented students, and I really wish I could give them all an award. I could find something. I could find something for each and every person. But we really sat down and discussed and tried to figure out who the most deserving is. And there were these last three awards, the Armstrong, the Sousa, and the Gilmore, have been extremely difficult this year. Usually, sometimes it's a little more easy, but this year it was very tough. We just had some outstanding seniors, who so many of them deserve this award. The next award is the John Philip Sousa Band Award. It's in recognition of outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music for singular merit and loyalty and cooperation for displaying those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires. I also view this as just a stellar musician, an absolutely just unbelievable musician. There were about 3 or 4 people that we could have given this to, but we've really seen this individual really grow a lot in 4 years, and just take the world by storm and do so much on so many different instruments. The John Philip Sousa Band Award is hereby presented to Alexander Fontes. Don't give that back. Okay.
Face in the cloud.
That's fine. So the Patrick Gilmore Award is, I kind of view it as a jack of all trades. This is a student who's proven with exemplary leadership, exemplary musicianship, all around fantastic people. And again, just all of these awards, we could think of so many, we fought over so many people. And I turned to Mr. Cunningham and I talked to him. I said, okay, you know, you're as much a part of these students' lives as I am. And we sat and we talked and we debated, and Mr. Walker, Mr. Gilmore, and myself sat and talked and debated, you know, who these awards are going to go to. The Patrick S. Gilmore Award, like I said, jack of all trades, superior leadership, superior musicianship. I watched this student just really grow tremendously in all aspects and is about to go take the world by storm. And I can't even imagine what their mind is going through as they're about to go embark on what I think is going to be an awesome journey. The Patrick S. Gilmore Award this year will be going to Thomas Kelly. That's it for tonight. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a good night. The section of the Year Award goes to the section that has displayed the highest level of musicianship, leadership, overall Titan pride. It is going to the director section this year. Oh, it was worth a shot, everyone. So.
It's a mic section, right?
All right, so this section, the amount of growth that they have exhibited this year, the amount of hard work and tenacity has been amazing to witness. I really cannot say enough about this section. They have come such a long way from the years, the 4 years that some of them have, 3 years that some of them have been here. Oh, sorry. I ruined it again. I saw Angelo sighed. He said, oh. Thank you. Fan. Okay, so the section of the year this year is the horn section. Horn section, come on out. You had your shot, Will. Okay, everyone, thank you. Thank you, Tina, I appreciate it. So, I have one more announcement before I let you all do some more dancing. Say what? More? Yes. 2 more things. There are 2 more things. So we have a special presentation for a very special person who has done a lot for the band program. And I have a few parents who I think are coming up to do this, maybe? Okay, cool. Yes, all right. They saved everyone from having me talk anymore. Okay, good job. Thank you.